You want to say anything to anybody today?
Hello, all my friends. I was on the radio this morning. I was doing Out of the Blue, early bluegrass with Sweet Tater. You know she is the sweetest, and she finds the best music. Something from the 40s or the 50s or the 60s. And the local stuff too, because there's a lot of great people out there that play music that don't ever get their name in lights.
Yeah, that's true.
So I play it on the radio.
All right.
We got us a database and we're working on it. And my buddy, Jared, is really fixing up the database nice. I like it when I don't have to, go around here and there and everywhere.
Yeah.
Finding it all in one place is better.
Yeah.
You can evaluate better what you want to play.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question. I saw in the newspaper that they were going to have Mickey Stein's case sent to the grand jury here. So Letcher County, because it has to be heard by the grand jury in the county that the crime was committed in.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that either, but so the grand jury here is going to hear that case. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I'd say that the rumor mill is dying down, and I think he'll get a fair trial.
You think he will? Here in this county?
I think he will. That's all I care about, is him getting a fair trial.
Yeah. I had an off-the-record conversation the other day with someone who's friends with law enforcement in this area professionally, and they said that what they found really sad was that they're not really finding much of a motive in this case, that it looks to be like paranoia, stress, and
maybe he just had a psychotic break. You just never know.
well, the community is really concerned with all the corruption being uncovered, but I also remember back several years ago, you remember when the coroner got in big trouble for beating up his girlfriend, and then he beat up that other little boy real bad? Well,
No.
he resigned from being coroner and all that, but when it was in social media, all the comments from people, I noticed were very similar to the comments that you find now over the Mickey Stein's case. Is everybody thinks that the corruption, like back then, everybody thought the corruption was going to come out. It was all going to come out. It was all going to come out. And nothing ever came out. They just moved on. Time went on, and,
Well,
people forgot about it.
That's just the way things go, A moment in time. That was a moment in time. For whatever reason it happened, it happened.
Yeah,
And I am so sorry.
that's very sad.
Now you want to know what I think about the election?
Yes.
Well, I suppose I think I'm the smartest woman in the world. But I guess when it all boils down to them, I'm really not. I'm what I call a tree hugger. That means that I'm all for the trees and Mother Earth and the little animals. And it's a shame that we have little dogs in this area that don't have food. And there's one right down there at the gas station that needed some food. And I asked them for some food inside. They didn't have none. Now they got a whole bunch of food. They could give me some food for that little girl doggy with breasts hanging down. And she was very hungry. And I didn't have anything to give her unless I gave her my hamburger I'd bought, and I thought about it. Well, so I'm a tree hugger, and I'm all for the streams and conserving and
Clean water, clean air.
water, clean air. Just, we need to protect our Mother Earth. And, she does some fiery things sometimes through that hurricane down there.
Yeah.
And I don't think that was caused by anything. It was just, circumstances.
Nature.
Just nature. And the election, to me, is just another one of those natural processes. Every 4 years, we get the opportunity to vote for a president.
And whoever's name is
And
on the ballot.
that they just vote. And, you know, I think Trump, I giggle at Trump. I don't think he's I don't think he's the role model that I want for our America, but that's all right. He got elected. And all of those people that voted for him, I think that he got the popular vote.
He did.
And then he got the Electoral College as well.
Yeah.
So how can you fight with that?
You can't.
But when it's real close,
It seems like it was a pretty fair election.
it seemed like it was pretty fair because
You didn't have no problems anywhere that were televised. Anyway.
yeah, where it said that, you know, I don't think anybody rigged anything.
Yeah, I don't either. That's what I'm talking about. I don't think anybody was cheating.
No, I think it was a fair election. And it is what it is. And I'm going to carry on doing just what I'm doing. And any time that I can give my opinion for the political process, I'm going to give it. And they don't have to take it, but I can give it to them.
Yeah.
I might have an idea they didn't even think about.
That's right.
So that's my take on that situation. And I'm not going to quit being on social media. They don't have my name and are coming after me. This, you know.
Do you fear retaliation around here for saying stuff? Like, do you feel like you can openly say something? And
No, they don't pay no attention to me. They just think, that's that old foolish woman up there on the hill. She don't have anything but a big talk. And I guess they're about right. But you know, it doesn't really matter because I'd like to live here in peace on this hill and listen to the crows. I get to listen every morning to the crows. They do that. They get in that tree right there. It's a walnut tree. This other one has a wisteria vine all over it, but there's another big walnut right up above it. And them crows come there and look at it.
mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's after. I dumped some food, some seeds out. Now, last winter when we had a snow, I dumped out seeds. And I dumped some around there and some here. And the crows came and ate. And so did a big old woodpecker.
You get possums all the time, too,
Oh,
don't
well,
you?
they just stay around. And they go down to my neighbor down there, too. She feeds them, too. And groundhog, I got a groundhog den down here that I keep my eye on.
Oh.
And anything else wants to come and live. My cats and dogs kill the snakes and they kill the mice, but they're pretty good about everything else. But that's what I think is the election. It's just another
4 years.
It's just another process that we have in this country. It's no different than going and get your colonoscopy.
Yeah.
You know what a colonoscopy is,
Yeah.
don't you? I thought that was funny.
I was thinking about the Johnnie Turner.
Well, Johnnie Turner
Wasn't that tragic?
What did he die of?
He fell into an empty swimming pool with his lawnmower, and he actually did it like 2 weeks before, and it hurt him, and then he got back out there and did it again, and it killed him.
Well, how do you run in a swimming pool with your lawnmower?
Did it twice.
Well, I guess maybe he should have been replaced. Well, I didn't really know him. I'd seen him a time or two, and I guess he did all right. And, of course, I supported Valerie Horn, of course, because she's my friend. But she got a bunch of votes in Letcher County, but there are other counties involved. So that other man, there's some other man that got more votes.
He was the guy that Hal Rogers put his support behind.
Yeah, so maybe that's for the best.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have a runoff now or if he just goes in that slot or not.
Yeah.
I don't know what that process is like. But it was sad that he died.
Yeah. They're going to have a big city
Memorial.
council meeting next week about my neighbor Pew Pew and my other neighbor's doggy.
Well, that's really sad. You know, people ought not be doing that kind of stuff. You got to give everybody a break. I mean, that dog might have been chasing some chicken, but that
Done.
chicken wasn't anybody's pet.
Right.
That dog was a pet. It lived in a house, and they had it all.
Part of the
this time.
family.
It was part of the family. So, you know, that was a member of the family they killed. See my crow up there?
Yeah.
He might have something up there he's eating. Looks like there's something in front of him. Or is it a little bird?
It's another bird.
Oh, maybe they're baddies. I don't guess he's eating it, is he?
I don't think so.